Oh, hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. We are going live today for a big announcement coming out of the Wealthy Nation. So I want to say hello, hello, hello. Let's get prepared. And we are going live. So thank you for joining. For everybody who will see this live and everybody who's going to join in on the replay, I want to thank you. It wasn't announced. This is just one off, haphazard, but we're coming out because we want to talk about a few things. So if you're watching this right now, if you're over 50 or you love a partner who is, or a parent who is, then this broadcast is for you. I'm Sean Smith. And today I want to talk to you inside something that has been building for years. Two things. The first is called Wealthy Nation. The second is called the Wealthy Brain Campaign. Now, what are they? Now, by the end of this broadcast, you'll understand what they are. And you're going to know exactly what they are. You're going to know exactly why they exist. You're going to know why this might be the most important conversation that you're going to have all year. Now, let's talk about the word. The word you may have never heard before. Now, you heard the word wealthy, but you haven't heard it in the context in which we use it. Now, the word wealthy, as we use it, and it's spelled Whealthy. And it's not a typo. You might see it on social media. You see it on the name of our groups. You see it on the name of our Facebook group and LinkedIn on our Facebook page. You may hear me talking about it and mentioning it. But it's a word. It's a word that we created. We coined this word. And it combines two ideas the world keeps trying to keep apart. We're talking about wealth and health. Because here's the truth. And nobody is saying this out loud, but we are. Your brain and your wallet, your health and your money are not two separate conversations. I don't care what they try to tell you. They are not two separate conversations, and they never were, never have been, and never will be. When your brain weakens, your finances weaken with it. When your finances are in chaos, your brain pays the price in stress. They rise together and they fall together. So we gave that connection a name, Wealthy. Now, what Wealthy Nation is a weekly broadcast. It is for adults 50 to 75. It is also for the adult children who love them. Now, every Sunday and sometimes throughout the week, we give you bonuses, but we drop a new episode across YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and every major podcast platform that's out there. And we don't call our audience subscribers. We call them citizens. Because subscribers click a button. Citizens belong to something and belong to something that's real. And what you belong to when you join this Wealthy Nation, you belong to a movement. And this is a movement that says we're not built to slow down. You were built to age wealthily. The brand is called Aging Wealthily. The flagship channel is called Wealthy Nation. The people behind it are me and my wife and Bridget, who's the co-star. We are both certified dementia trainers. Between us, we have over 50 years of combined healthcare experience. We also co-own A Touch of Love Home Care, a Connecticut home care agency that serves the same families that we serve on this channel. So we're not strangers to this work. We're not just fly by nights. We didn't just come along and look for an opportunity. We live this work. This work pulses through our veins. We have walked alongside thousands of families throughout this experience. And now we're putting everything we have learned on camera every single week. Now, Here's how I describe this channel to people who ask. Wealthy Nation is the GPS for the second half of life. Because life after 50 is not less complicated than the first half. It's actually more complicated. There's more on the line, less margin for error, and almost no honest guide telling you the truth about what is coming. But we are that guide. We don't tell you what to think. We tell you what is actually happening. Then we hand the steering wheel back to you. The viewer is always the hero. We are always the guide. Wealthy Nation stands on 6 pillars. Six. Every episode connects at least one of them. Most will touch on more than one. Pillar 1 is brain health and connection. Protecting your mind, strengthening cognition, refusing to lose yourself to dementia without a fight. Pillar 2 is financial confidence, real retirement readiness, fraud prevention, the hard money conversations families avoid until it's too late. And Pillar 3, healthy aging, sleep, nutrition, movement, the physical vitality that powers everything else. Pillar 4, emotional wellness, grief, caregiver burnout, mental health, the inner life nobody asks about until it breaks. Pillar 5, lifestyle and legacy, purpose, relationships, what you leave behind when you go. And Pillar 6, beauty and self-expression, style, identity, self-worth after 50. 6 pillars, one mission, aging wealthily. Now, that brings me to the Wealthy Brain campaign. Wealthy Nation is the channel. The Wealthy Brain campaign is the mission inside the channel. It is the engine. It is why all of this exists. Let me read you our mission directly. The Wealthy Brain campaign exists to ensure that no American over 50 faces their next chapter alone, unprepared, or unsupported. That is the line. That is the work. That is the entire reason I am sitting in front of this camera today. The Wealthy Brand campaign exists because 2 giant problems are happening at the same time, and almost nobody is connecting them. Problem number 1, isolation. 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 in America is dangerously isolated. That is the Center for Disease Control, not a podcast statistic, the CDC. And loneliness is not just a sad feeling. Research from Dr. Julian Holt-Lunstone at Brigham Young University, published in 2015, found that loneliness carries an estimated 26% increase in premature death risk. Let me say that again, because we don't understand what's going on. Call your neighbor, call your friend. Do not let them be isolated alone. Now, I'm going to read that statistic to you one more time. Dr. Julian Holt-Lunstone, don't take my word for it. Go put the facts to the test. Put me to the test. It was published in 2015. The finding was that loneliness carries an estimated 26% increase in premature death, comparable to other major health threats. The National Institute on Aging reports that social isolation increases dementia risk by 50%. 50%. That is a coin flip on whether your mind survives the next decade or not. A problem 2, cognitive and financial decline. Only 1 in 3 Americans over 50 has written a financial plan for retirement. The FBI reports that financial fraud against older adults costs $3 billion a year. 70% of older Americans report feeling financially unprepared. for the final chapter of their life. And here's the number that should stop this country in its tracks. The 2024 Lancet Commission on Dementia Prevention. They found that up to 45% of dementia cases are linked to risk factors that we can actually change. 45%, almost half. The brain we save tomorrow is built on the choices that we make today. Now, here's the number that makes this campaign urgent. The Alzheimer's Association published a special report this year. They surveyed adults over 40 about brain health. 99% said that brain health and social connection are a top priority. Only 9% said they actually know how to achieve these goals. 91% care. 9% know what to do about it. That is a 90-point gap between awareness and action. That gap is the exact space the Whealthy Brain campaign was built to fill. We're not here to tell you brain health matters. You already know that. Most of you are very bright and brilliant people. We're here to tell you what to actually do. So you stop being part of the 90% who care but don't know how. I want you to think of your brain like a savings account. Every workout, every page you read, every real conversation you have, every meal that protects your blood vessels is a deposit. Every sleep night, every isolated weekend, every untreated blood pressure number is a withdrawal. Most people are over withdrawing for 40 years. Then they are shocked when the account is empty. The Whealthy Brain campaign is here to help make those deposits at any age, starting tonight, starting today. It's never too late. So how does it actually work in real life? The Whealthy Brain campaign operates on 3 fronts. Front 1, the broadcast. 2 video episodes a week. 1 long form, 1 reframe. Every episode follows the same rule. Every statistic is sourced. Every claim is fact-checked. Every number on this channel can be traced back to a primary published study. Trust is earned 1 stat at a time. And we hold that line. Front 2, the American. Front number 2, the Connecticut Circuit. Live events at senior communities across Connecticut. Free programming for the residents. We bring the brain health conversation directly into the rooms where people live. We launched this in May of 2026. We are scaling it right now. The plan is for the Connecticut Circuit to become the model that gets licensed state by state across the entire country. Front 3, community partnership. We work with home care agencies. We work with financial advisors. We work with elder law attorneys. We work with organizations that already serve this audience and who now share our content and our mission to serve them better. 3 fronts, 1 movement, 1. Citizens, here's what your brain needs to know this week. We are at a turning point for the first time in human history. A generation is being told to expect to live into their 80s and 90s. But almost nobody is being given a plan for what life is supposed to look like. The system failed. The schools never taught it. The university profits from your confusion. That is the villain in this story. It's not you. It was never you. You didn't fail to plan for this chapter. The country failed to prepare you for it. The Whealthy Brain campaign exists to close that gap, person by person, citizen by citizen, community by community. So here's what I'm asking you to do tonight. If anything I've said tonight resonates with you, I want you to do three things. One, subscribe. Hit subscribe on the Wealthy Nation. Wherever you're watching this, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, podcast platforms, all of them. That is how the algorithm shows our work to more people who need to hear it. Two, I want you to share it. Send this broadcast to one person you love who is over 50, one adult child who is worried about a parent, one friend who is quietly scared about what is coming. Just one. If everyone watching tonight sends this to one person, the movement doubles overnight. And three, become a citizen. Go to agingwealthily.com. Get on the newsletter. Watch every Sunday. Show up. Because this only works if the room fills up. Citizens, I want to leave you with this. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're not too far gone. You're right on time. The science is clear. The plan exists. The community is being built. And the second half of your life can be the best half if you're willing to lead it instead of letting it happen to you. That is what Wealthy Nation is for. That is what the Wealthy Brain Campaign is for. That is what we are doing here. I'm Sean Smith. This is Wealthy Nation. We don't age quietly. We age wealthily. Take care of your brain.